Welcome to Professor Akila Max, Plus 2 Mathematics, Tamil Nadu State Board Syllabus, Chapter 1, Application of Matrices and Determinants, Video 1.26, 1.4.3, Second Method, Cramer's Rule. Examples 1.25 and 1.26. 1.4.3, Second Method, Cramer's Rule. This rule can be applied only when the coefficient matrix is a square matrix and non-singular. The same condition for matrix inversion method also. Okay. Now consider the following system of linear equations. First equation, a1x plus b1y plus c1z equal to d1. a2x plus b2y plus c2z equal to d2. Similarly, a3x plus b3y plus c3z equal to d3. Now, these are three linear equations with three variables x, y, z. The right hand side constants are d1, d2, d3. I have given red color with a purpose. Okay. Let us consider these constants d1, d2, d3 as a column matrix and name it as capital D. So, capital D equal to the column matrix d1, d2, d3. It takes an important role. Please follow. Now, let us consider delta as the determinant of the coefficient matrix. So, delta equal to determinant, first row a1, b1, c1, second row a2, b2, c2, third row a3, b3, c3, and ensure that this delta value should not be equal to 0. Okay. So, what is delta? It is the determinant of the coefficient matrix. So, ensure whether delta not equal to 0. Then only you can proceed Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule is applicable only if delta not equal to 0. Why? Because it is given the coefficient matrix is non-singular. Therefore, delta should not be equal to 0. Okay. Now, delta 1 or delta x. Delta 1 means the notation, the determinant of the first variable. Delta x means with respect to whatever the variable given, you can name it. So, here delta 1 or delta x equal to, see what the change we have done. So, in delta, we need to replace the first column by or capital D, that is d1, d2, d3. So, see, instead of the first column a1, a2, a3, replace it by d1, d2, d3. The other two columns, second column and third column, remains the same. Now find the value. Okay, that value is delta 1 or delta x value. So what is delta 1 or delta x means? Determinant obtained by replacing the first column by capital D. Similarly, you can go for delta 2 or delta y, because here we have considered the variables as x, y, z. I have named it as delta y. Okay. So, delta y or delta 2 equal to, similarly, what the change? The second column is replaced by capital D. So, first column a1, a2, a3. We replace the second column by capital D. So, second column d1, d2, d3. Third column as it is. So, what is delta 2 or delta y means? Determinant obtained by replacing the second column by D. So, see, instead of b1, b2, b3 in delta, we have replaced it by d1, d2, d3. Similarly, delta 3 or delta z equal to, what we need to do here? We need to replace the third column by D. Okay. So, first column and second column remains the same. The third column takes the value small d1, d2, d3. So, delta 3 or delta z is determinant obtained by replacing the third column by capital D. So, see, instead of C1, C2, C3 in delta, we have replaced it by D1, D2, D3 in delta 3. So, delta delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 all are some numerical values, determinant values. First we are ensuring that delta not equal to 0. But it is not necessary that delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 should not be 0. It may or may not be 0. Okay. Unmind it. So how to get the solution now? So see, the delta 1 we replace the first column by capital D. Delta 2 we replace the second column by capital D in delta. And delta 3 we replace the third column by capital D in delta. So what is the solution? The solution is x equal to delta x by delta, y equal to delta y by delta, z equal to delta z by delta. So since we are dividing by delta in all the formula, delta should not be 0. Okay. So from all these values what we have obtained, very easily we can get the variables value. Got it? Good. Steps to Cramer's rule for 2 and 3 variables. Step 1, find delta, it should not be equal to 0. Then proceed. Step 2, find delta 1 or delta x, whatever the variable given, okay, in terms of. Similarly, find delta 2 or delta y. As per the variable given, you have to mention in that form. Otherwise, simply give it as delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 like that, okay. So, for 2 variables means we stop in third step and we go for finding the solution as x equal to delta x by delta, y equal to delta y by delta. Suppose 3 variables means we need to go for step 4. Again we need to get the value of delta 3 or delta z. Then the solution will be x equal to delta x by delta, y equal to delta y by delta, z equal to delta z by delta. As per the number of variables, the procedure extends. Okay, good. Dear children, do you know determinant expansion very well? If yes, then Cramer's rule is just a jujube for you. Okay. A note: if delta equal to 0, Cramer's rule cannot be applied. Example 1.25. Solve by Cramer's rule the system of equations x1 minus x2 equal to 3, 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 4x3 equal to 17, x2 plus 2x3 equal to 7. So here see how many equations given? Yes, 3 equations. How many variables are there? Yeah, 3 variables. What are they? x1, x2 and x3. And all the constants are in the right hand side and I have marked it as red. Okay. So you know we need to collect all these right hand side constants as a column matrix capital D. So D equal to 3, 17, 7 as a column matrix. Let us proceed. First we need to find delta, that is the determinant of the coefficient matrix. From the first equation, collect the coefficients in the first row. So coefficient of x1 is 1, coefficient of x2 is minus 1 and there is no x3. So we make it as 0. Similarly, proceed. Second row takes the value 2, 3, 4. And third row, the coefficients in the third equation, there is no x1. So we put 0. Coefficient of x2 is 1 and that of x3 is 2. So the third row takes 0, 1, 2. Just expand the determinant. We are getting 6. So we ensure that it is not equal to 0. So we can proceed for Cramer's rule. Next, what we need to do? We need to get the determinant delta x1 or delta 1. Here the variables are x1, x2, x3. So let me name it as delta x1. What we need to do? Just replace the first column by capital D. Okay. So first column takes the value 3, 17, 7. Second and third column as it is. Understood? So just expand. We are getting the value as 12. Similarly proceed. We get the value of determinant value of delta x2. So replace the second column by 3, 17, 7 and get the expansion, and we get the value as minus 6 here. Next delta x3, replace the third column by 3, 17, 7. We are getting the value as 24. I hope you are all expert in determinant expansion. So we are getting delta x1, delta x2, delta x3, all the values. Okay. First delta equal to 6 here. Delta x1 is 12. Delta x2 is minus 6. Delta x3 is 24. Now using delta x1 and delta, we get the value of x1, the first variable. So x1 equal to, the formula is delta x1 by delta, which is 12 by 6 equal to 2. So x1 value is 2. Similarly, get the other variables values using delta x2 value and delta. We find x2 as delta x2 by delta, which is minus 6 by 6 equal to minus 1. So x2 equal to minus 1. Similarly, from delta x3 and delta values, we find x3 equal to delta x3 by delta, which is equal to 24 by 6 equal to 4. So our solution is x1 equal to 2, x2 equal to minus 1, x3 equal to 4. You can verify this answer by substituting in any one of the given equations. Understood? Very easy now. Yeah. Example 1.26. In a T20 match, Chennai Super Kings needed just 6 runs to win with 1 ball left to go in the last over. The last ball was bowled and the batsman at the crease hit it high up. The ball traversed along a path in a vertical plane, and the equation of the path is y equal to ax square plus bx plus c with respect to a xy coordinate system in the vertical plane, and the ball traversed through the points ordered pair 10, 8, 20, 16, 30, 18. Can you conclude that Chennai Super Kings won the match? Justify your answer. The point in bracket is all distances are measured in meters and the meeting point of the plane of the path with the farthest boundary line is ordered by 70, 0. Interesting problem. Let us see the solution. The path given is y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. Always you know the path of a ball will be a parabolic form. So it is a quadratic equation. Okay. Passes through the points 10, 8, 20, 16, 30, 18. So with this statement, we need to create 3 equations, linear equations. How to get it? Just substitute these 3 points given in the equation. Okay. So substituting, the equations are, first substitute 10, 8. That is x. Instead of x, put 10. Instead of y, put 8. So the equation is 100a plus 10b plus c equal to 8. Similarly, consider 20, 16 and substitute in the equation y equal to ax square plus bx plus c. By substituting x equal to 20 and y equal to 16, we get the equation as 400a plus 20b plus c equal to 16. The same manner, the next point 30, 18, we are getting the equation 1600a plus 40b plus c equal to 22. So very clearly the right hand side constants are marked red, and you know we need to collect it as capital D as a column matrix 8, 16, 22. Understood? Let us proceed. So let us get the delta value, the determinant of the coefficient matrix, which is minus 6000 here, not equal to 0. So we can proceed Cramer's rule. Delta 1, replace the first column by 8, 16, 22, and the value what we are getting is 100. Similarly, delta 2, replacing the second column by 8, 16, 22, we are getting the value as minus 7800. And delta 3, by replacing the third column by 8, 16, 22, we are getting the value as 20,000. Okay. So delta 1 is 100, delta 2 is minus 7800, delta 3 is 20,000. With these values, let us proceed to find the solution. By Cramer's rule, we get small a equal to delta 1 by delta, which is equal to minus 1 by 60, and b equal to delta 2 by delta, which is 7800 by 6000. Simplifying, we are getting the value as 13 by 10, and c as delta 3 by delta, which is minus 20,000 by 6000, takes the value as minus 10 by 3. Okay. So the equation of the path is, substitute these values a, b, c in the equation given. So we are getting y equal to minus 1 by 60 into x square plus 13 by 10 into x minus 10 by 3. Now there's a question to justify. No. So justification. When x equal to 70 in this equation, we get y equal to 6. So the ball went by 6 meter high over the boundary line, and it is impossible for a fielder standing even just before the boundary line to jump and catch the ball. Hence, the ball went for a Super 6 and the Chennai Super Kings won the match. Video 1.27 contents are exercise 1.4, first problem, solving system of linear equations by Cramer's rule. Stay tuned. Success is ours. Thank you, my dear children.